The force, F newtons, exerted by a magnet on a metal object is inversely proportional to the square of the distance d centimetres. When d is 2, F is 50. Express F in terms of d. So if I get my table drawn, the force is inversely proportional to the square of d. So I've got d, and then I've got d squared, and then it's inverse, so it's going to be 1 over d squared. I draw some lines in here just to make it easier to see. If d is 2, F is 50. So if d is 2, then d squared is going to be 4, which means that 1 over d squared is going to be 1 over 4. And I need to figure out, how do I get from there to there? How do I get from a quarter to 50? Well, a quarter, how many quarters in 1? There's 4, and then there's 51, so it's 4 times 50. I'm timesing by 200. To get from a quarter to 50, I times by 200. So then I've got, well, the first part A is express F in terms of D. So I've got F is the same as 1 over D squared times 200. That's the same as F is equal to 200 over D squared. It then says find the force when the distance between the magnet and the metal object is 10 centimetres. So the distance is now 10, which means that d squared is going to be 100, which means that 1 over d squared is going to be 1 over 100, and I need to times by 200 here, following the rules in my table. So 200 times 1 over 100 is 2. 200 divided by 100 is 2. So F would be 2 newtons. Just going to rub this bit out here because I need to add another column on for part C. So now it wants to know find the distance between the magnet and the metal object when the force is 8. So the force is 8, which means that I have to divide by 200 backwards. 8 divided by 200. So I'm going to simplify that to 4 over 100, and I'll leave that here. And it's the inverse, so if I flip it, 100 over 4, inverse is when you flip the fraction, and to get from there to D, I need to square root it, so I need to square root the top and square root the bottom. So what I'm effectively doing is square root of 100 over 4, which is going to be is going to be 10 over 2, which is 5 centimetres.